All right, let's see if this works. I've got a little break. I'm doing a course for work right now, and they've given us a 10-minute break. There's not going to be any combats for the Russians. I thought there would be, but I'll show you the reason why there's not going to be a combat. And so I'll try to be mellow. I'm using the mobile phone because I'm going all over the place here. So these two guys, as far as I'm concerned, are surrounded. They have nowhere to go, and no, like they have no lines of communication. It's all gone because all their everywhere is has an enemy zone, an uncontested enemy zone to control. In other words, there's no friendly unit as well. Now this guy here, the 8th Cavalry Division, as far as I know, the only retreat option for them is there. However, I'm gonna yeah, I'll take them off. I think it's okay, but there's no glare. I'm not using any artificial lighting. Um, Now, this guy here, he could technically go here to retreat, and I was going to force a combat, but I'm not going to. Remember, this part of the map from here on up is not supposed to exist. I just put this in here for reference purposes. So this is the map edge. And due to that fact, this 8th Cavalry Division, because of this enemy zone of control here, does not have any line of communication. So anyways, if I was going to try to perform this attack, it would have been insane. Reason being is I cannot supply that attack. Those 10 supply points have not been decoupled from the train. They're still on a transfer marker. So the Special Corps 1 and Anatoly Rosenshield could not use the supply anyways. And I think they would be a little ticked off if he was using supply when it was supposed to go to the First Army kind of thing. It's like, wait a flipping minute here. Anyway, so unsupplied. So that's a total of 3 strength points. I checked 3 strength points defending across woods. A 0% chance of inflicting a hit. 0. The best you can get with 3 strength points on a natural die roll of a 6 is 1. Everything else is a 0. Well, -2 to your die roll because of the wood, so forget it. However, the 8th Cavalry Division, because they don't have to worry about being supplied because they're cavalry, have 100% chance with their tripling of inflicting at least 1 hit, and a 17% chance of inflicting 2 hits because of the +1 bonus. Not too flippin' bad. So guess what? It's not happening. So I think they're going to have to surrender. Well, they have an out. If they win the initiative next turn, this guy can escape. I think, because that's an uncontested, that is not an enemy zone of control. I think. We'll check because he doesn't have a line of, well, we'll see what happens. But I think there's a possibility. I'll have to look at it. But these guys are gone as far as I'm concerned. Now, the reason why I'm using the mobile phone and not staying there is because, okay, and at the end of the turn, DMs wasn't a lot. So Germany got 1 demoralization point accumulated, Austria-Hungary 3, and Russia 4. I'll try to be slow again, which brings it out to a total of, come on, nice and slow, Chris. So that's what we got right now, total. Austria-Hungary 145, Germany 261, Russia 253, but the Central Powers at 406. So crushing defeat for the Central Powers at the moment. But there's still 8 more turns, and we're just about to get to it. And I get to find out what the initiative is driving me up the tree. But I'm going to tell you one thing right now. If the initiative goes the way of the Russians, Samsonov will be relieved of duty really quick. If the Russians lose the initiative on the next turn, both Zelensky and Samsonov will be relieved of duty. The reason being is last turn I didn't even, well, the turn that just happened, I didn't even attempt to try to help the flippin' 10th Army. And when I was looking at it here, I went, oh man, you could have helped them out. At least you could have given it a shot. And I could have given it a shot without getting screwed over, I think. Potentially. Now, this is why I say, the Germans, if I move these troops out of here, can't go after them. You can't go across a major river with an enemy zone of control there, okay? Not going to happen. So these red spots were the maximum spaces that either I could have taken some troops from here to go around this way. They can't go across this way. They have to go around that way. And the 79th Reserve could have got over to here. Would have been nuts to do that in one turn, because if the Germans win the initiative in 07 October, they could have pounced, okay? However, by at least putting the troops into these green spots last turn, they're still relatively safe, relatively, and or at least a hell of a lot safer as far as I'm concerned, and still within distance, if they had won the initiative, to open up a line of communication all the way. I don't know what have happened. We'll never know. It's too late. Well, too late now. So what I'm saying is, I didn't even give them the option. And if I was Flug right now, I'd be losing my flipping mind, man. So what I'm saying, if they win the initiative, if the Russians win the initiative, reason why only Samsonov's going to go is because Zelensky is going to use this as the opportunity to get rid of him and cover his ass. If they lose the initiative, well, the gig is up for both of them, as far as I'm concerned. So, I mean, someone higher up than those two, I don't know if it's, like I said, the Tsar's uncle, Archduke Nicholas. Yeah, I mean, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, oh my gosh, now we can do it. I was about to end the video. Would have been hell. So because now there's no longer three choices, I decided to use a new color. So we have to get rid of the gray and we have to get rid of the white. And so I went with the Art Deco smoke. So it's kind of like whatever. So I'll have to jiggle them around. You're going to see, I won't. I'm not going to look it down, but I just got to find the, okay, I'm in there. Okay. Okay. So remember, it'll just be the first one I feel. And that'll be, so if the Russians win the initiative, just Samsonov goes. If they lose the initiative, then both go. And then it doesn't matter. I get to go online and find out who their replacements are. I get to do some research, which will be awesome. Okay, who are you? So they win the initiative. I'm sorry, Samsonov and Zelensky, you lucky little bugger. Okay.